So figuring out what to stop working on or to defer until later, I think, is one of the biggest challenges that you see. More and more companies are thinking about that idea of results-oriented KPIs and how to cascade them down to the shop floor. Data is incredibly important, and it goes hand in hand with the organization's, what I would call, a mindset and a mental model of how performance works in their facility. You need to collect data to measure where you're at and to sort of bucket your lost OEE percentage points into a list of things you can go and work on. You also need that way of bringing the data together to model the process correctly, so that your numbers are accurate and your opportunity values are represented. In some ways, we all love to measure things, and once you get an automated dashboard, you can become addicted to that, and that's a good reason to have it, but not the only reason to have it. You obviously need to use that information to drive up performance as well. Your KPIs and your accountability process needs to cascade all the way down to the front line. Another key part of that is making it visible and transparent and setting clear objectives, and reviewing that performance regularly with the front line. The goal is not to monitor people secretly and make sure they're working hard enough, but to create a conversation where expectations are clear and achievable. That data-driven accountability system is actually helping people succeed. I think that there's always going to be new issues coming up that you didn't plan on and don't have bandwidth set aside to resolve. And so I think in principle, the only way to address that is to either create or know that there's a kind of what I call a steep Pareto of opportunities, where there are very large valuable things that it's worth pulling some resource away to dedicate to, even when there are pressing day-to-day issues to resolve as well. It always makes sense to start with a core group and go and do something amazing on the improvement front in your business, and only good things can come from that. Maybe you create a little microcosm of culture that is more rewarding for you, and in addition, perhaps you inspire others nearby you within the organization to want to do what you've done as well, and change that way. Manufacturing companies tend to try to work on too many things at once.
Tune in to hear more at leanfrontline.com.